Hello and welcome to another StarCraft 2 co-op video. Today I'll be making a tier list for this fictional mutation on Lock and Load with Black Death, Fatal Attraction, and Outbreak. Alright, let's start with Kerrigan. Kerrigan goes in A because once she's out, she can just clear the map pretty easily. The only thing that's sucky for her is that she gets pulled around a lot, so that's terrible. For defense, she can just make spine crawlers, and that will defend. And you're not going to get to aberrations because Kerrigan often clears this map by herself by like 14-15 minutes, because by that time she gets 3 immobilization waves, and that will clear a lot of stuff. So you clear entire areas, and there are no resulting brewlings or anything. You have to go back home to get heals, but that's about it. So she's fairly solid here. Zagara is in A because she can use P1 and just roll banelings at everything and they will eventually die. With Outbreak, you will just make spine crawlers and you don't even need bio launchers. You're not going to get to 20 minutes, so you don't really care about the aberrations. And you just roll things at the enemies until they're all gone. One of the hard things is to gauge the number of banelings you need. Also AoE, because if they have AoE and you get pulled, then you're all just gonna get stormed and stuff. Zeratul, he's S because you just mass cannons. You use your free units, your cooldowns, and you project cannons. They are all gone. Manx is S because he has bunkers. They never die. You can defend the locks. You can ESO all the things, and Fatal Attraction is not even a thing. Abathur, he has Swarm Host, so he won't get pulled. His locusts will get pulled, but they don't care, and you just make more of them. So you just keep making locusts until everything is eventually gone. The hardest part is getting to the first one, but you don't have there aren't any mutators that force you to do anything crazy early on. There is Outbreak, but your regular spine crawlers can deal with that. Nova P3. P3 doesn't care. She doesn't care about Black Death, so you can P3 and then blow up all the things. At home, you just defend with Liberators and Railgun turrets. Eventually, you drop units at the locks to capture them. Han and Horner is really bad for this one, so their units, even if you try to snipe, they'll get pulled. And then if they get pulled too much, they'll get hit by Black Death. If you use Strike Fighters, that's cool. You can blow things up, but not air units. Yeah, and then defending against Outbreak will be a nightmare because you don't have static D. And whatever you use to defend against a group of like 4 infested Marines, they're gonna get hit by Black Death. So you have like 1 fire bat, and you're just gonna lose a fire bat every time a group of infested Marines comes. So it's like really annoying to play and not very effective at clearing. Dahaka, he doesn't care about this. I remember doing this one, I think. With Dahaka, you just make creeper hosts blow everything up, and primal worms defend the base. Tychus, he's A because if you use Lone Wolf, you can beat the map pretty quickly, but you will also die faster because you don't get heals. So yeah, it's gonna be a terrible experience to play, but he's gonna clear pretty fast. If you're playing non P2, then you get your heals, but you can't really defend like your base. You can defend, I guess you can heal against the infested Marines, so you better hope that you clear faster though. He's still pretty good. Stetman, he has green zone. He doesn't really care about Black Death, and if you get without self-destruction, it's not really scary. So you just E-Gorb things, they die, you throw Lings and Infestors units at the rest of the enemies. It's annoying that you have to control the roaches or like order them to attack every time, but it's still not going to be difficult. Swan, he's slow, but he will never die because the enemies aren't stronger. So you just use your cooldowns. If you have P1, you just fly factories, and eventually things will die. And your turrets don't care about aberrations. So even if you're slow, you're not gonna really die to aberrations, and you just like build a few blaster abilities at each lock, and then they can't get through. Karax, he doesn't really need anything except his top bar. So you make cannons at home, you fly observers, and then you blow up everything. And the observers that are sieged don't get pulled. So S. Alarak, uh, so Alarak hates Fatal Attraction, and with Black Death, your supplicants will also get pulled and they will get infected as well. It's really terrible. It's gonna be really hard to do anything until you get enough ascendants to throw balls, and you still have to gauge your distance from them. The good thing is that he has overcharge, so you can siege. And this map is not that big, so you can siege a war prism and then overcharge and then kill like a lot of things in the area because the overcharge does like 4,500 damage. So you're gonna hit a lot of things in one area, and you just keep doing that. And earlier on, like you're not really gonna make an army because they're gonna die. So you just make a lot of cannons and don't overcharge your cannons. So he's still okay, and then you like empower me, kill a wave, and then continue poking with the war prism. Stukov, there's no self-destruction, so he doesn't care. Once you have enough infested, it doesn't matter. Vorazun is terrible. So Vorazun hates Black Death, also hurts your ally. Time stop sucks on this map because it's lock and load. Your regular vanilla cannons are okay against the infested, but like you can wall them out, but that's about it. It's really hard to attack, so you can time stop and clear some stuff, but if you go to like the left lock, they might respawn in your mineral line, and then you're gonna lose a lot of stuff. So it's gonna be really hard to use Vorazun for this one, and even if you do, it's not really effective. If there are air units, it's even worse. So it's like nothing's really going her way. Artanis has Tempest. So before that, it's gonna be really crappy. But once he has Tempest, it's actually okay. So you just attack, and then from distance, and you shoot them, they die, they pull you. But with Tempest, you don't get pulled. And for all the attack waves, or like when you have time, you can just throw a bunch of Unbound Fanatics and then clear an entire area, then use Tempest to pick off the rest. Raynor has an opposite problem. His defense is great, but his offense is not good. So he can defend against aberrations, no problem, but it's later on. Pushing into bases is pretty hard, so that sucks. I guess if you use P3, you can mass Banshees, and you kind of just poke at things from distance, because if you have more than 5 range, you don't get hit by Black Death. So if you kill him, even if you don't get hit by Black Death, you'll still get pulled in, but you can kind of fly away. So yeah, with good call down usage, you can kind of push. Phoenix, because it's a short map, he can actually clear the map pretty fast. If he gets hit by Black Death, it doesn't really matter because you just replace with other champs. And at home, you defend with some cannons. And since it's lock and load, you can clear this fairly quickly. And now for a side-by-side comparison. I don't really disagree with any of these. Like, Cigar is different, but it's not like a big, huge difference. Let's see. Abathur, I think if you use Swarm Hosts, it's kind of slow, but it's really steady. Tygus here, okay. Swan here as well, I guess because he's slow, but it's not a big deal. Kerrigan should not be this slow because Kerrigan just clears this map so fast. It is very annoying to play her, but she clears an entire base with Immobilization Wave. Artanis with Tempest, he's okay. He's like, he doesn't get pulled. So yeah, and your minerals will be spent on cannons anyways. This one, like I can see this, so I don't really disagree. And this one, same thing. So overall, I would say not too far from what I have. So yeah, that's it.